do Sims 2 speed build today, and so today is definitely a really great day because I am building a large family home fit for 8 Sims, and I'm super excited to say that I have not built one of these houses in 3 years since 2016, and I felt like, it is time to build another one because I worked so hard on that one build, which you probably have seen before because I know my friend Jessica, who is Jessica on YouTube, had used that house for a Sims 2 family, and I have to say I was quite proud of it. And so here I am today, 3 years later, building the exact same house, but a lot different, but a lot larger, and it has 8 Sims instead of 3. Or 4, I think. Either way, there are a total of 6 bedrooms, I believe so, and so you have a lot and a lot of space to expand, grow your family, and do whatever you need to do. But I have a family in mind that I've already created for this exact house, and it consists of um, 2 teenagers, 1 baby, 2 parents, and 1 grandparent, and along with a young adult who has decided to drop out of college to live with their parents because they have decided not to do school anymore. And so that's what they're doing right now, which is freaking crazy, but that's okay. They were living their lives. They dropped out their sophomore year, totally fine, but they are back better than ever, pursuing their career in journalism, which is also great. So I feel kind of happy that I've made this house for that particular family, and I think I might do a creative sim of them, but I really have to practice on my Sims making and do all the other things I need to do for the save file. And so I've been working on the save file for the past few months on and off again because I've been trying to experiment with different types of houses and community lots, and I've been trying to also plan all the storylines for all the families to just get it all done. And so once I'm done with the storylines, I can fix all their memories and their relationships and their income and their skills and their hobbies and everything, because they have to customize everything with Sims PE, which is a program that is fit for the Sims 2 to make your own, to manipulate your Sims 2 neighborhood, like relationships, skills, hobbies, all the things. And so I'm doing it all manually, which is taking a very, very long time, which is, hard work. Slow and steady wins the race. That's all that definitely matters. And I don't know if I said, but this house took me 2 months to build. The only reason why is because 2 months ago, or now I guess 3 months ago, I've been so busy that it's not even funny. I was going to Sims camp. I went to London for the Sims 4 Get Famous. And so I was building a mansion for that pack. And then I was also building this house right here for my save file. So I was working on 2 large builds at the exact same time. It would take me way too long to do both of them. And so I decided to stop them, take a minute to breathe, and come back when I was ready. And so I am back better than ever, finishing it and doing all the things. And the funny thing is, it only took me 3 months, but I have a total of 5 hours of footage, which is not that bad compared to 8 hours. The longest time I've built a house was probably 12 hours, and that was 4 years ago when I built a large, small, little tiny town on a 50 by 50 lot in Willow Creek, and I called it Tiny Town, and it had 3 parts to it. It took me way too long, but it was totally worth it in the end because I worked so hard on it that I'm already working on another large, tiny town build, but I am building an abandoned movie lot, which is even freaking cool. Because I'm like, what in my mind, like how did my brain say, hey, you know what, Stephen? You built a large, tiny town on a 50 by 50 lot. Let's build another one, but this time on a 64 by 64 lot. I don't know what was wrong with me back then, but that happened last week. So here I am today doing my stuff, building large houses, and conquering my goals of doing things that I was afraid of to do back in the past, which was 2 weeks ago, which is great. So let me know in the comments below, do you guys want me to build more large family homes, small homes, or a variety of things for builds for you guys to have in your game and just play in? Because if you guys want that, I will build it, and I do have some other special Sims 2 videos coming up soon, like some mod reviews, some creative Sims, some gameplay, and all those other things. And as of right now, I can't really do Let's Plays just because I don't know what's wrong with my game, but every time I travel to a community lot, I have this weird, purple flashing, pink flashing glitch, and I don't know what to do because I can't fix it. I've done everything in my willpower to fix it, but it's not working. And I've gone through tutorials and tutorials to fix a pink flashing glitch. And so I don't think I can do Let's Plays on YouTube for the time being until I either fix the issue or get a new computer to fix that issue or something like that, or get a computer to run Windows 7 to play The Sims 2. Either way, I'll figure it out one way or another. But we are on to the inside of the house, doing the layout of it. So this is actually where the bottom part of the house is. So it consists of a living room, bathroom, or a living room that is like a big living room. I have a kitchen that's very small, but I also have a separate dining room. But the living room and the kitchen are semi-open plan, but I decided to go ahead and close it off with a door. And right over here is actually where the office was. And the office is quite huge. I'm quite proud of the office because normally I always think my office is so small in my houses because I feel like it's not really, you know, really important to have a big office unless you have like a big large family or a very important sim living in or have the career of a business career. So that is one of the sims. One of the sims that are living in this house is actually in the business career as a CEO, which is super cool. And so I decided to go ahead and give her a very large office for her to do all of her work in, so she can concentrate and do things on her own without having the distractions of her other kids and husband and grandpa living with them, or technically father, which is it's a lot going on with their family actually. And I'm not sure what the last name will be, but whenever I create them, we'll get to that point. So there is a total of 8 sims. There is a grandpa who is the main sims, one of the main sims' father, the mother. Her mother passed away when she was like 16, and so technically the grandpa, her father, had to take care of her throughout the years, and so she got married, went to college and all that stuff. She came back, and now the grandpa is kind of retired, old, crippling, and so she bought a house, had a husband, had 3-4 kids now, and they're all living together, which is super cool. And I'm kind of glad that they're taking care of the elderly, and living their best life, and that's all that matters. And so let's, I have how long? I have like 20 minutes to talk, which is okay, good. So let's figure out a storyline. What should I talk about? I don't plan these things. I just talk and words come out. And so that's why my storylines are all over the place, basically. So let's call this no, I already have a family called the Williams. Yikes. We're going to call this family the Ramirez family. Yeah, the Ramirez family. And let's say that the grandpa, so let's see, Charles Ramirez, oh no, that was his nickname. Charlie Ramirez is the grandpa. Then we have Maria Ramirez, who is the daughter of Charlie. And Charlie and his lovely wife, who recently passed away like years and years ago, her name was Talia Ramirez, and so she kind of passed away from a very heart disease. And so when she died, Charlie couldn't like deal with the things of the whole house and the bills and the whole mental issues that he has had. And as he got older, he developed, anxiety, arthritis, heart failure stuff. There's a lot going on with his heart and his body. And so he had to deal with that all on his own, while his daughter, who was Maria, at college. But when she came back, she found out that her mother passed away, and Charlie was like having issues with his body. And so she made it her mission to take care of her father until it was his dying day. And she couldn't really deal with it at the time, but when she met her husband, who was actually Frank, and yeah, Frank, but her last name is no longer Ramirez now. The last name is Smith. Okay, well, anyway, when Maria met Frank Smith, Frank and Maria both got married, and they have 4 kids named Leia, Timmy, Tammy, and Octavia. And so they all live together, all this big giant house. And thankfully for Maria's big business degree and her going into the business aspect, like the business career, and getting the CEO at the top of her level of a career, has been great for her. And she was able to afford this house. And along with Frank and his job, he is actually a well-renowned artist / book author. And so with the combined salary that they have earned and promotions and everything, and the money that they have collected from, the will from Maria's mother and Charlie's retirement funds, it's all added up for them to afford, pay the bills, and still stay financially stable, which is really good for them because, in my opinion, I feel like that they've struggled a lot in their past life. Mostly Maria and her father have struggled a lot, but whenever Frank came into the picture, it was a lot more easier because Maria had like an extra hand to help Charlie when he was in need, and whenever Charlie was at home, because he's a stay-at-home dad and he works from home for the past couple of years he has, and it's kind of good because he's like a helping hand and he's there to take care of Charlie when he needs it, or whenever the nurse is not there to take care of him when she's off for the rest of the day and Charlie's the only one at home. So, skipping a few years later, when they had their first daughter named Talia Ramirez, probably changed it already. I'll probably forget, but it's okay. But Talia Ramirez was their firstborn, and then Timmy and Tammy was their second, and then they have 5 kids. Yikes, 5 and then 3. They have the 5th kid. The first kid was not Talia. The first kid was Ethan. No. Yeah, the first kid was Ethan Smith, and so he was the one who actually dropped out of college at his sophomore year and came back to pursue his love of helping the family, but also pursuing his lifelong dream of becoming an artist like his father, but also video gaming development, which is also great. So Ethan, and then Talia, and then Timmy and Tammy, and then Octavia, which is their newly baby girl, which is super cool because, like, I mean, in their mind, they weren't planning to have this many kids, but they did. And so, I mean, here they are in 2019, have the best life that they ever had and lived. They have twins. They have, like, yeah, they had twins. They had a kid who dropped out of college, which is, like, a weird thing for them because they've always told their kids to, like, pursue your dreams, but still get a good education no matter what. And, like, you must do this, you must succeed in life forever and ever. And I guess when Ethan, like, kind of dropped out of college willy-nilly in his sophomore year, they weren't expecting that. And when they found that out from, like, the dean, because they get a letter from the school, like, every month for financial aid and stuff like that. And when they got the mail, they were like, it says, Sim State University, the little logo. And it says, Dear Ethan Smith, I am sad to inform you that you have been on academic probation and, well, first time they got that letter. But then it says, Dear Ethan Smith, I am sorry to inform you, but you have, they said, I'm sorry to say that we won't be seeing you no longer at our school. It was a great ride that you were here to succeed in your academics, your extracurriculars, and your skills, and you're always here to help in society no matter what at Sim State University. We will hopefully see you next year. If not, then I hope you achieve your future endeavors, which is, like, so weird, but. And, like, when they had that letter come to them in the mail, they were like, wait a minute, what do you mean? I hope you come back next year and if you don't, I hope you succeed in your future endeavors. I'm like, when Maria and Frank got that letter, they were like, wait, hold up. What do they mean? I hope you come back next year. If not, I hope you succeed in your future endeavors. They were going ballistic, and when Ethan came to the house from the door, when he came home, that was all the things in the middle of the night, they were just sitting down there in the living room, and they were like, so Ethan, how's life? How's college? I see you're back for, like, vacation or whatever. And Ethan says, oh yeah, Mom, Dad, everything's fine. College is great. I'm succeeding in all my academics. I got straight A's in everything this semester, but I wanted to come home to relax and just take a break, from, like, the whole environment of, like, being in a dorm. So I wanted to come home for a few days and then work on my homework. So I have, like, a nice, calm, quiet place to study and do my homework. And then, what happened next? Frank had the letter in his hand. He read the letter. He said, I hope It's like, we're sad to see you go, but I hope you come back next year. If not, I hope you succeed in your future endeavors. Signed, the Dean of Sim State University. And then he's like, care to explain? It's like, so I was gonna, and then Ethan was like, so I was gonna tell you, like I was gonna call you saying, yeah, I decided to drop out because I felt very pressured and anxiety, and I just didn't feel very, very, happy with my current situation at university. So I decided to drop out and be who I wanted to be and just live the life I wanted to live. And right then and there, they were mad, they were upset, disappointed, and didn't know how to react. They yelled and screamed and just like were ballistic when they found it out. But when they kind of like took their time, they took like a day or two to collect their thoughts and their opinions, and like was thinking about, okay, if I was in Ethan's position, what would I would do? How would I tell my parents like all the situation, how I would do things properly? And so 2 days later, they come to the conclusion that, you know what, Ethan, we support your decision, but you need to find a job. You need to start doing things that you want to do and succeed in them, no matter what. And we want to see some improvement in your life and your skills, and we want to see money rolling in, because if you don't roll money in, we'll probably have to kick you out, or we'll have to, I don't know, do something, or force you to go back to college. And so what Ethan did, he made it his mission to go ahead and actually basically rise and grind. Like, basically the grind never stops for him now. And he's like only 20, no, he's like 19 years old, which is so weird. Like, not weird, but he's like 19 years old right now. And basically his whole motto is like rise and grind grind never stops, to pursue his dreams, get income in, and do all the things he needs to do before he gets kicks out. And make sure that his parents are happy and proud of him. Even though that his parents are proud of him, he thinks that they are disappointed, which they are, but he wants to do right by his parents, and he wants to make sure that he will always, be there for them when they're needed or something like that. I don't know, but Ethan's going through a hard time, even though he's 19, trying to pursue his dreams, but still make money on the side, and trying to do everything he needs to do, and trying to do everything he needs to do possible to succeed is like helping, but also hurting him. But that's like his life right now, and so far he's doing great. His parents are doing great, and then Timmy and Tammy, they're both like preteens. We're gonna count them as teenagers, but they're children in the game as preteens, going through like life changes and body changes. One's more of gothic style, one's more of a preppy style, and stuff like that, because I wanted to use the Sims 2 teen style stuff for their bedroom. And so Timmy and Tammy live in the same room, but they have like a wall separating them, which is super cool, and I like that idea. And so that's what they're going on for them. As for Octavia, which is their newborn, they got that going on for them. So we got Ethan, we got, Talia. Talia is actually a teenager doing super well in her awesome high school career. She is actually a junior, which is super cool. So she's a junior in high school. She's like doing all the things she needs to do. She's like in an activity. She's like doing ballet dancing. She's doing cooking competitions. She's doing all the things to like be the best that she wants to be, and not be like Ethan, like her brother, her older brother. She does not want to be like him at all, which is very, very funny for siblings, but also very true, because she has seen Ethan, rise and grind and fall to the ground, and has failed in life. And Ethan told Talia that he dropped out of university, and he didn't want to tell his parents because of like something for reasons. He found out and told him things. And Talia's doing great. Ethan's doing great right now. Timmy and Tammy are doing great. And as for Octavia, newborn, about to be a actual toddler, is is still a baby. So you can't really Yeah, there's nothing going on for Octavia right now, which is totally okay. But all is well for the Ramirez slash Smith family. But overall, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this voiceover right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, as always, of what do you think of this video. Would you guys like to see a little bit of an upbeat of this family in the near future when I finish this save file? If you do, let me know down in the comments below. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!